Now here's something interesting. There's a little bit of history here about the Salt Lake and Utah Railroad. Didn't know I was going to get that on a hike. Hi folks, Brandon here for another Route to Adventure video. This one's a little bit different, and our videos moving forward are going to be a little bit different. And we're still going to bring you our travels and all that stuff, but part of adventure for us and part of living life, seeing things, also means you need to have a healthy lifestyle. And admittedly, in the past 12, 13 months, I have not been. 3 years ago, I went on a fitness journey that took me 2 years, slimmed me down to within 20 pounds of my goal weight because I had quite a bit to lose. And then I stopped. I had another idea. I wanted to see how big I could get before my 46th birthday. And I did get big on my belly, but not muscle-wise. So that was an epic fail, and I spent the last year not doing anything. Fast forward to now. A couple weeks ago, Misty decided she wanted to run a half marathon with her mom, and I don't like running. But I did say, okay, I will train with you to help me lose some weight. I'm now my heaviest weight that I've ever been. I'm not proud of it, but it's all on me. So I agreed that I would train with her. We have joined a gym, one of the places I never thought I would ever join. I like working in my basement, not having to deal with crowds and people and that kind of thing. But we're going to swallow that and we're going to deal with it. There's benefits to a gym. I get that. So that's where we're going to start out. But then a late breaking development, something I never expected. I am now signed up for a not one half marathon, but 3 coming up later this fall. We've got 2 in October and 1 on Thanksgiving Day. And then the race that she's training for is in San Diego in December. So a heavy running load later in the fall, and definitely a place I never thought I would be. But again, this ties into our Route to Adventure because this is part of us being healthier, being able to go do things into our future ages, and we want to go summit some of these beautiful peaks in the mountains that we have here in Utah. And so you're going to see a lot more of that as we kind of document our stupidity, and we're going to kind of incorporate this into our video style. And for those of you that perhaps may be in our same situation where you're middle-aged folks and maybe want to have a brighter future, be all about longevity, we're going to show you our progress through that. And again, at the same time, we're going to show you all those places that we go to, and we'll be able to go to more places. We'll be able to go on hikes up in the mountains, different places that we never thought we would go, because we're getting our act together and getting fit, if you will. I'm hoping that we can pull this off. At this moment in time, I have my doubts. This week was our first good training week. I'm starting with a Couch to 5K training program to get used to running. We'll see how it goes. Running has not been my favorite thing to do, but we're going to go for it, and maybe I'm going to learn to like this as time goes on if I do it right. I did try this about 8 years ago and ended up injuring myself. That put me on the sidelines for about 3 months because of a calf injury. So this time I'm going to try and do it right, and we're going to try and make this happen, and we'll bring you guys along as long as you're interested. So please keep tuning in and checking out our channel and our website, and we'll just keep updating everybody and have a good time along the way. And we've got a lofty goal ahead of us this fall, and I'm excited to check it out. Also went and purchased a new set of running shoes. We're breaking those in right now on a little walk along the Jordan River Parkway. Get a good feel for them as we're learning all the basics of this stuff. So it's going to be an interesting journey. So tag along if you're interested, like, subscribe, do all the stuff, and we'll keep bringing you some fun content. So see you in the next one.